Welcome to the Family First Retirement Podcast with George Politarhos. For more information, visit betrayawealth.com. Now, let's get to the show.
George Politarhos, how you doing this weekend?
I'm doing well, Mark. How are you? Happy weekend, everybody. How y'all doing?
Joined this weekend by Achilles Vargiamas, one of the team members at the Betraya Wealth Group. How you doing this weekend?
Mark, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing well. How are you?
So if it's the first time that I had the opportunity to meet you here on Family First Retirement, what exactly do you do for the Betraya Wealth Group?
Here, I'm a wealth manager. So you name it for our clients is what I do. I support them in their planning, in their assets, reviewing their accounts, talking to them, planning. You name it is what I do.
And of course, you can meet Achilles and the entire team when you visit betrayawealth.com. And George, we always talk about it's a big, fat Greek family at the Betraya Wealth Group. And so from your side, what are you most proud of with the people you work with?
The family unity, the empathy, the caring, and the compassion that we have for the customers that come in, part of our family. Because when you come to Betraya Wealth, Betraya in Greek means family. We treat you like family. When you sit there and have those moments when you're not sure what's going on or how am I going to go forward and I'm concerned, that's our job. Our job is to take the gray out of your retirement and make it black and white. When you call us at 302-330-2166, we're going to give you the information, the education, and the enlightenment as to where you are today, Mark, and where you're going to go. So the biggest thing is truly the empathy. We do care about you. Mm-hmm. And we have that Greek, you don't have to be Greek to work with us or be employed, but we do have that Greek mentality of taking care of our family.
With the Super Bowl behind us and NFL pretty much shut down for the season, that means baseball is back. Pitchers and catchers have reported spring training gets underway this month, and one of the GOATs was also versed in finances. Did you know this? Babe Ruth purchased an annuity 6 years before the Great Depression. The result? He didn't have to worry about income when he retired in 1935. Doesn't this drive home the benefits of an annuity?
I think it does. It shows you that you need safety. I mean, the Great Depression was called that for a reason. So many people lost everything they had. The world, the United States was in turmoil, terrible times, kind of like what you see today, if you think about it. And think, Babe Ruth in 1926-27, salary was what, $50,000 a year, which is about a $950,000 salary today. But he positioned himself by using the safety of annuities and purchased them multiple times over those years to financially give himself the retirement he wanted, he needed, and he deserved, because he was the greatest. And I'm not a baseball fan. I know you and Achilles talk baseball all the time. You both enjoy it. I like it. I'm not in love with it. But this shows that you can be an athlete, an intelligent man, an educated man, and be in the right place for retirement. What do you think, Achilles?
I think of things and I say, okay, where is our current environment at, right? Our current environment says that annuities are a great option right now, right? So Feds have been raising the rates for a couple years now, right? And, we're hearing that they're going to start knocking them down. Well, why not capture that rate environment and the higher rate environment that they have and incorporate that into my portfolio? So I think annuities are hands down a great option to use right now. Just that safety portion of it that's built into your retirement, it's needed.
Mark, we always talk about what you need 3, 4, even 5 reliable, dependable, and sustainable avenues of income in retirement. Mm-hmm. So you have Social Security, which we can discuss later, obviously, some question marks about that. Maybe you're blessed to have a pension, which is really a lucky thing. That's another positive avenue of income. But you have this chunk of money that you saved. We look at customers, people around $200,000, $250,000 are ideal starting points for us to work with because we have things that we can work with to help you. Does everything go into an annuity? No, because you need that safety net and you need the managed fund part of that so that you are in a position you can take advantage of the markets when they go up, but have the safety when they go down to have that annuity to protect yourself. So annuities really fit quite well. But, everybody's different. We're unique. So give us a call, 302-330-2166. Let's schedule that appointment to come in, sit down, let's have a cup of coffee. Let's talk. Let's start the process to make sure that you are in the right place. And if not, we can help you be in the right place. Remember, education is something we all want, need, and really we help you get to where you need to go.
George, you've said it before, you're proud of this. You will be fully transparent with every conversation with the families that you serve. Some of these conversations, It's not all going to be sparkles and unicorns. They could be hard. You're taking deep dives into portfolios to find out what could be causing damage. What fees are you paying? I saw this firsthand. You're traveling. You stay at a hotel. Of course, you got to pay for the overnight stay, but then they nickel and dime you with the occupancy fee. And then there's another tax, and there's a parking fee. They're going to charge you parking even if you don't even drive there. These are some of the fees that you help people find in their portfolios, especially in a 401k.
Oh, absolutely. Because, why in the world, first off, would I stay at a hotel, I flew into a town, I get an Uber or a car service, take me to a hotel, and they're going to charge me to park my imaginary car there?
Right.
How much do they care about me? And that kind of goes hand in hand with your 401k, your 403b, your TSP, your 457 plans for your employment. How much do they really care about you? Because when you're working there, Mark, and a lot of people don't realize this, your employer absorbs a lot of those costs and hidden fees. But when you leave there, well, you're not an employee anymore, right? I don't care about you. You're just a number. And when you tear these plans apart, it's something that Achilles and I do all the time, to actually see the charges, where they're at, how much are they charging you? And they may say, well, it's only half a point or 1%. It doesn't sound like a lot. But when you really tear a plan apart, they have a mortality rate fee. They have the expense fee, the paper fee, all these foolish fees, but they add up. We always say here, every dollar is your dollar. It's your money, your choices, your decisions. But you need the information. That's something that myself, Achilles, Angie, Ernie, Jared, we really break it down and let you see what it is, because you need to have the facts. Do you agree, Achilles?
Yeah, absolutely. From my experience, most people don't even realize what they're paying in fees, whether it's a management fee, whether it's the fund fee. They don't know. Here's what kind of breaks my heart. Their strategy that they're supposed to be in is not really one that's meant for them. And they're paying all these fees that they don't know about. To me, that's a wasted opportunity right there, right? So, and I've met people like that where, they speak to their guy once every year and they're told this, that, and then different, and then they kind of go about their business. I don't like that, right? To me, we as advisors need to be a little bit more transparent with our clients, right? We need to make sure they understand what they're getting from us. And lastly, Mark, we need to earn that fee. What are we doing for that fee, right? And that's what clients need to ask themselves. What is my manager doing for this fee, right? And that, I think, is super important.
And when they say it's only 1% or 2% cost, well, it's only 1% or 2% because it's not their money.
Yeah.
It's your money. 1% of, whatever is still mine. We're going to show you how to keep that in your pocket, making sure that it fits your needs, your wants, and your desires, Mark. Go to Patria Wealth, P-A-T-R-I-A, wealth.com to schedule your no-cost, no-obligation meeting, but we get you to where you need to be, and we make it black and white, not just something that's floating around in your head.
We're talking about the silent killers of our portfolios, and with the Super Bowl being in Vegas last weekend, have you ever seen Penn and Teller? Yeah, Raymond Teller, he's the quiet one. He says he remains silent so he doesn't play down to the audience. So as we're talking about silent killers of retirement plans, we talked about fees. What else can cause so much damage that you've seen?
So let's continue with the fee talk, right? And what a manager is supposed to do for you. The way I structure it, right? I have 3 phases that I do of planning that I see and that I live, breathe, and do every single day. First one is constant evolution of the plan, right? Just because I sit down with you on day 1 doesn't mean that's the last time I'm going to sit with you and talk about your plan. Just because I put a plan together day 1 doesn't mean that we're not talking every 3 to 6 months and updating your plan. So a plan is not just a paper, it's a living, breathing document that follows you now and into retirement. So that's for starters. Second is when we look at a plan and we look at your assets, we want to make sure there's a unison of your portfolio. So everything that you have speaks to each other, makes sense, complements each other. Are you taking too much risk that you actually don't need, right? Well, we have to look at that, right? And that's part of the planning process. Second is I use this word optionality. I want us to be proactive when it comes to you as a client. I want to make sure that we have options, whether it's good times, bad times. And if adverse comes our way, we know how to react, right? So we're planning, right? So to me, planning is not just, one and done. It's a constant evolution with our clients, right? And this is kind of where it kind of ties into the fees. This is where we earn our fee as a manager, right? The fees across the board are pretty much similar, but what are you doing to earn that fee, right? And that's kind of what we do here at Petrea is, we really take a deep dive into our clients and make sure that we're with them, right? We're going on this journey with them the whole time. Open lines of communication that we could reach out to us and contact us whenever they want.
Absolutely. We just had a customer come in this past week, and he's working with a big house firm. And John came in, and the first thing I said to him when we spoke to him, Mark, was, I don't want you to bring anything in that your other advisor has given you. And why do we talk about that? Why do I not want to see what other people are giving you? Because you need to see that with a new set of eyes. You need for us, I don't want to look at something have my brain go in a certain direction. I want to look at it from an unbiased position to plan properly for you, to make sure that what they're doing for you is the right thing, because this is what I would do for you. But it starts with the planning process and making sure you understand where you're at, where you're going, and what's happening. We talked earlier about the qualities of my team at Petrea Wealth and why we're all here. And we talk about the empathy. We talk about where you are, we have been. We feel your pain. We understand where we're trying to go. We work together. But the one thing I find really that all our clients will tell you is when you call, we act. We jump. Because if you're working with myself or Achilles or Angie, the whole team knows who Mark Owens is. We know about your situation because in our meetings in the morning, we talk about our customers. And they're not just a customer. You don't call here and say, my customer number is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. When you call Petrea Wealth, you are Mark Owens. And the answer is going to be, if Jared's on the phone, Angie, Achilles, myself, Mark, oh my God, how you doing? How are those stinking Braves doing? We know about you, and you're part of our family. And that is a huge part of our business. When you call us at 302-330-2166, you need to schedule that no cost, no obligation meeting to come in and start with the Family First Retirement Plan. New set of eyes, new planning process to get you in the right place for your retirement. And if you don't have a plan, which most people, I find amazingly, don't have a retirement plan 4 or 5 years out of retirement. We plan more for vacation than we do for a lifetime event like retirement. We're going to give you that in black and white. You're going to be able to hold it in your hand, feel it, touch it, smell it, and to be able to plan properly for tomorrow. So give us a call, 302-330-2166, and let's schedule that meeting and start now. Come in, meet the team, and let's start the plan.
Investment advisory services are offered only through properly registered representatives of Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, which is not affiliated with Petrea Wealth Group. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if George Politarhos is licensed in your state, please contact his office. George A. Politarhos is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, accountant, and or tax advisor for advice concerning your particular circumstances. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Read your contract for restrictions, limitations, or penalties. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance products, including annuities, offered through George A. Politarhos, NPN number 175000473.